video with facts, ASMR facts, or just facts in general. So I have a list of facts on my phone over here, and we're gonna go through them one by one. They're mainly like a sentence or two, like just fun facts. We'll do a short video of them. And I wanted to tell me down below which fact was most intriguing, most was the most striking to you, as I didn't know that as a fun fact. Yeah, so I want you to comment down below which one that was for you, and we will get straight into this video. Alright, now starting off with fact number one. Fact number one is that there are more plastic flamingos in the United States than real flamingos. There are more plastic flamingos in the United States than real flamingos. That's kind of weird, but I'm also assuming that the US is, I don't know if their climate's tropical enough for the flamingos to survive in that anyways, but I may be wrong, maybe their climate is suitable for flamingos, but I would assume not. But yeah, there are more plastic flamingos in the United States than there are real ones, which is interesting. Harriet the tortoise, who died in 2016, actually met Charles Darwin himself. Now, Charles Darwin, the pioneer of the theory of evolution, Harriet the tortoise, this turtle, actually met Darwin in not 2016. Obviously not. Darwin wasn't alive in 2016. He met Darwin. I think tortoises can live. Tortoises can live hundreds of years. So I'm assuming this is the case over here. But Harriet the tortoise, who died in 2016, met Charles Darwin himself. Pretty cool. The oldest mountain range in North America is the Appalachian Mountains. Yeah, I think I'm pronouncing that correctly. Tell me if I'm not. But I think I'm pronouncing it correctly. The Appalachian Mountains. The oldest mountain range in North America is the Appalachian Mountains. The Appalachian is the, let me spell this, A to the B to the B to the A to the L to the A to the C to the H to the I to the A to the N. Appalachian Mountains. In 21 US states, Walmart is the highest employer. In 21 states, Walmart is the biggest or the largest employer. It's almost half of the US that Walmart is the largest employer of employees or workers. It's quite crazy. I mean, I was assuming that they would have spread it across multiple different companies, but no. Is Walmart? I don't live in the US, so is Walmart it's the biggest retail company over there, right? Or is it Target? I don't know. I'm not quite sure. I think it's either Walmart or Target. I don't think any else come close to that. But yeah, in 21 states. 21 states, Walmart is the largest employer. Pretty cool. While 10 to 15% of the blind population can't see anything at all, most individuals who are blind can still see shapes, lights, and some colors to some extent. Now I've learned this as well because I do psychology as a major, so some blind people, they have just like huge like scotomas, and like scotomas are like blind spots in your eye that basically blotch out certain features because they render different photoreceptors in your eye useless. So they can still see around it, sort of. They can still see around that. But some people just can't see anything. But some people they can sort of complete the picture almost. If they're still blind, they can complete the picture. You don't need to see the whole picture. Your mind can still finish the picture. But yeah, it's pretty cool. 10 to 50% of the blind population can't see anything at all. However, some of them can still see lights, shapes, and colors to some extent, which is pretty cool. Pretty cool. The average high school kid nowadays has around the same anxiety as the average psychiatric patient in the 50s. Now that's really concerning. That's kind of concerning to know that not me, I'm not a high school student anymore, but I used to have the same anxiety levels as a psychiatric patient, which is something to boast about. That's not to boast about, no. It's quite interesting to see that, to say the least. Quite interesting to see that I have the same anxiety levels as someone who was considered mentally ill back then. Crazy. The average high school kid today has the same anxiety levels, or similar anxiety levels, compared to a psychiatric patient in the 50s. Nice. The US-based company Eternal Reefs incorporates cremated humans' remains into concrete artificial reefs that will be home to fish and other sea life. So I've known that some people might use human cremation remains for fertilizers or anything like that, but I didn't know you can use it for underwater expedition or underwater uses as well. Pretty cool. You can turn yourself into corals underwater for a fish to live in you. Pretty cool. Yeah. The US company Eternal Reefs incorporates cremated human remains in the concrete artificial reefs that will be home to fish and other sea life. Pretty cool. Taste preferences can be influenced by cultural and environmental factors. That's correct. What is considered delicious in one culture may be unappealing in another due to variations in food traditions and upbringings. That is definitely correct, and I can experience this firsthand. As I'm in the UK, but I'm also half Chinese as well. So the food that I like might not be liked by other people that I know. So yeah, it's not a fault of theirs, not a fault of anyone's. It's just that some people have different tastes compared to others, which is completely fine. That's what human creation is to be varietous. And no one person should like the same thing. We should all like different things because that brings variety to our lives, which I think is pretty cool. Plants are more vulnerable to extinction than animals. 40% of the known species today are in danger of extinction, according to experts. this will affect some of our scientific discoveries in medicine and our food supply in the future. Yeah. I didn't think that was correct. Plants more vulnerable to extinction than animals. That's crazy to think about. Well, I'm assuming that like humans procreate all the time, in one way or another. But yeah, that's pretty interesting to think about. Yeah, something to think about. It's quite interesting. Right, the last one on this list over here. We will say it. The most common food allergies are milk. M-I-L-K. Milk. Eggs. E to the G to the G to the S. Wheat. W to H. Sorry about that. W-H-E-A-T. Peanuts. P to the E to the A to the N to the U to the T to the S. Soy. Tree nuts. Fish and shellfish. So, if you have one of those allergies, just know that it's not uncommon for you to have that allergy. It's the most common, in fact, to have any of those allergies. So, don't feel disheartened. I still very much support you. Yeah. It's the most common allergies, so you're not alone. Yeah. And that's what we all need to think as well. We are never alone. All this terrible stuff going on in the world right now. We need to tell ourselves, alright, what can I control and what is out of my control? Yeah. We can't get overly sensitive about things we can't control, because we won't be able to appreciate the things in the here and now in the present. So, anyways, it's a bit of a philosophical moment there, but it's important to think about that. It's important to take that into consideration throughout your